It is one of the worst evils in the world, and it is happening all around the world at a massive scale, but it's also happening right here in the U.S. And right now, this year, somewhere between 300,000 to 1 million people will be trafficked in the U.S. And so many of those will be minors. And trafficking is a horrible, horrible evil. But also something that's really important to highlight is the exploitation
of the traffic.
No, the exploitation. So a lot of people bunch them together, but they're a little bit different. Trafficking is primarily done for profit. Exploitation is primarily done for pleasure. So exploitation is done on the most of the time on the internet, and there'll be like peer-to-peer networks that someone download a peer-to-peer network, and they will share child rape videos, and they'll be part of groups that goes back and forth. And we just think this is happening, over there somewhere. But I pulled something just for you guys. Can y'all pull that up? You see that? Those red dots? This is New York State. That every red dot is a unique IP address that is downloading and sharing child images and videos. And that's just the last 30 days in the state of New York.
Jesus.
Whoa.
And
is the FBI arresting these people?
Well, do you see the blue dots? Those are the ones that are being investigated.
That's it. Just investigation?
The blue dots are the ones that are being investigated.
But if you have a confirmed IP address that's sharing this type of content,
so it's a good conversation, and a lot of people will say, well, how are they not doing more? Our law enforcement, can areas get better? Of course, but our law enforcement is so undermanned. It does not have many places, does not have the best tech. They are undermanned. There is a few people that their job is this. It is not a lot. Like we have, we want to talk about all these things and they can't, and defund them. Listen, when you defund them, you're not actually caring for these boys and girls. Mm-hmm. I think we need to escalate how many hires we have, especially in victim identification, to keep these boys and girls safe. It's one of our bills in Congress. Is the Renewed Hope Act, is so that we would hire more victim identification specialists to be able to identify these boys and girls so that we can knock on that door and go safeguard that child.
Why do you think that this is not unanimously supported or even spoken about? Like, it seems
we've been speaking a lot about it.
Of course you guys have, but
why is it not amplified?
Yeah.
I think it makes a lot of people uncomfortable. Well, we wrote our bill specifically in a way for right or left, because for us, it's not about politics. It's about people, especially people that are suffering. Yeah. And this is trafficking, except this is just trafficking down the hall.
Yeah.
The number one offender in this, biological fathers.
No way.
Whoa. Yes.
Do you think people aren't doing more about this because we feel, this is a problem over there?
I think that is a big part of it. Yes. I feel like we think it's just over there. And
over there meaning overseas.
Overseas. We think it's Taken, Liam Neeson. We think it's all of these other things when it's not. We have so many issues that are taking place right here in our country. And I could keep going off list. We're the number one buyer of for boys and girls around the world. America is. Meaning like videos of it? Yes. We pay for the rape of boys and girls in the Philippines, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Thailand. Like, we're the number one buyer. In peer-to-peer sharing of this information, we're third worst in the world. China, Russia, US, and Italy's fourth. Like, this is one of the worst evils in the world. And people think, well, we're not doing that. Yes, we do really think that. I know we do. Yeah. And that's one of our hearts, is to get this, message out, to be able to make change and then support our law enforcement and task forces that are working on this. Cause there are some freaking heroes that are fighting this every single day, but they do not have as good of technology most of the time as those with the goal to do evil. They just don't. And they're also, do you know how hard it is for these law enforcement officers when you wake up every day and you watch a video of an infant, of an 18-month-old, a 9-month-old, when you watch, and that's one of the number one burnout rates for law enforcement. I can't imagine when you do that. Yeah, and I think it's something around 3 years for them. But you take a year to be trained up, and now you're burnt out. Now you got to bring someone else on, and it's like, how do we have the manpower to do that?